Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I'm pretty sure the reason you clicked this was because you read the title, so obviously if you did, it is true. I am finally pregnant. Cycle 9 was a true success, which is exactly why I wasn't going any further with making any videos for my Cycle 9 TTC journey, because I've actually been very reluctant to post this video, but I do feel like it's just time to tell YouTube. I do feel very positive with this pregnancy. I've known for the last 7 weeks. I am actually, today I am 11 weeks, so I am 1 week away from my big announcement and my okay from the doctor that, you know, baby and I made it safely through the first trimester and I can spread the news. So it's so exciting, and I just first of all wanted to thank everybody who has followed my TTC journey thus far and have just been so kind and have been so helpful in keeping me positive, and just it means so much to me. Actually, my last TTC video that I recorded was about going to my doctor's appointment, and when I recorded that, I actually already knew that I was pregnant. At that point I was 4 weeks and like 4 days pregnant, so it was still very, very early on, which is why I didn't want to say anything, but I still wanted to share my experience going to the doctors and everything. So basically how I found out was I went to that doctor's appointment. They took 5 vials of blood to check all of my hormones. I got a phone call the next day from the doctor and it was just like a shit show. We were playing phone tag back and forth all day because I can't have my phone on while I'm on the work floor at my job. So I would go to my break and have a message from them, and then I would call and they wouldn't be around to answer, and it was like going on all day until I finally got a hold of them. And I wasn't able to speak to the doctor, she already left, but I spoke to the receptionist who had a note from the doctor, and she was so like coy and just like cool about it, and I was like in complete shock. And basically she called me and was just like, oh, I have a note here from the doctor, and according to your blood work, your HCG levels are just at the height of being 1 to 2 weeks pregnant, so we have to set up an appointment to see your first OB. And she just like kept talking like I was just supposed to be expecting this. Mind you, they can see on my chart that I had gotten the blood work and the reasoning was inability to conceive. So she was just so like coy about it, and I was like, wait. I said, hold on, wait, what? And she said it again, yes, sweetheart, you are pregnant. And I was like, holy cow, like, is this real life right now? And it was just not what I was expecting at all. So because I did go through what I did go through, I didn't want to just automatically spread the news on my YouTube and to really anybody. Honestly, the only people who have been aware since that day is my immediate family, Ray's immediate family, and a couple of our closest friends. And I had to tell my supervisor at work because I work at a pharmaceutical factory, so there's things that I am not allowed to do or work with being pregnant, so I had to let them know right away. But I let it be known to everybody that it was not something I wanted to announce yet. For anyone who hasn't watched my miscarriage video, basically my first pregnancy I found out at about 5 weeks, and Ray and myself told our whole family. We were so excited and through the roof, so we told our whole family, and it was only a week later that we had to be the bearer of bad news and let everybody know that we were no longer pregnant. So the chances of that happening again, you know, you just don't know. So Ray and I both didn't want a chance having to once again bring that news upon everybody and you know, let ourselves down too with having everybody on our side and everyone being excited, and then have to tell them, you know, that it was no longer a fact. So it was very, very important to me to keep it to ourselves until I felt comfortable and confident enough to share it. And I feel like that's about now. With that said, I still am not making my big announcement on my personal Facebook and to my entire family and friends up until my 12-week mark, which actually is very miraculous because the day that I will be 12 weeks is Christmas Day. So having a healthy pregnancy up until my 2nd trimester would be the best Christmas gift that I can ask for, and it's just gonna be the most blessed morning and most just amazing day that I could have possibly imagined. I'm going to eventually, maybe later on today or maybe not, just record a video of my whole first trimester and all my kind of symptoms and that sort of thing, just to kind of put that out there, because by that point I'll already be in my second trimester. And it won't be a crazy long video because I actually, believe it or not, have been so blessed with like the world's most glorious first trimester. I also plan to make a video on a couple gifts that we've already received from people, one of which my parents got Ray and I a few weeks ago that they found, and I can't wait to share that. And the other one is something that I can't necessarily do a review on because I can't put it to use until a baby is actually here. But it was actually something I won in a giveaway for, you know, the future of my baby and myself, and I want to just kind of show it off because it's beautiful and I love it and it makes me so excited. I never win anything, so I won this and I was like, this is awesome, like this is meant to be. So yeah, it's real. This is actually happening. I am actually pregnant, and I just can't express enough my gratitude from God and just from everybody being so supportive thus far. And I am just so excited and through the roof. Ray and I have been on cloud nine since finding out, and we just can't wait to be able to share the news to everybody and have everybody celebrate with us and just be excited. I'm also very, very excited because on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday, I finally have my first OB appointment. I'm not sure why they had me wait so long. I know a lot of women, a lot of girlfriends that I have had their first OB appointment at around like 8 or 9 weeks, and I'm waiting until I'm almost 12 weeks. And at first I was a little discouraged about that, but at the same time I actually think because of what I went through, it's probably better for my psyche to have waited this long, because by the time I get to hear the heartbeat and see my baby, I will already be just about to the end of the first trimester. So I think that was probably actually the best way it could have gone for me personally. But I am very excited to hear the heartbeat and see our baby and have, you know, Ray and I experience it together, and I'm just so excited. The one thing I will say that I've just been a little disappointed with, truthfully, is just that, and I do think it's because of what we've already gone through, so I'm not upset with myself for it per se, but I'm just a little upset that, you know, Ray and I have become so guarded during this pregnancy thus far. I mean, you can imagine you lose your first baby and you get pregnant again, you just have so many thoughts. I mean, obviously there's excitement, there's joy, there's happiness, there's just complete enthrallment in life as soon as you find something like that out. But having gone through what we went through, there's also a lot of nervousness and anxiety, and there has been a little bit of that, and I feel like the closer I get to the 12-week mark, the more I feel a little anxious, because, you know, in my head, and I can't really help the fact that sometimes it runs through my head that, you know, yes, you're so close to 12 weeks, but you still have this window for something bad to happen. And it's really unfortunate because I've been thinking that way, and totally unwillingly. If I couldn't think that way, I would love to, but going through what I had gone through, it's just something that I can't really run away from. It's just kind of sad because I haven't really felt true kind of connection with this baby. And that does make me sad because I do recall my last pregnancy, the minute I knew I was, which, not to mention the fact that I knew I was long before I took a pregnancy test. It sounds kind of strange, but it really is the truth that the only way I can explain it is like I kind of felt like the spirit of my baby with mine. And I did grow a very quick and strong attachment. And when I had to say goodbye and let that go, you know, it's just something that I think in my head I just didn't ever want to experience again. So Ray and I both, we haven't really let ourselves get too into the pregnancy, which is, it's just kind of sad. Like, it's unfortunate that it has to be that way. But at the same time, you know, I would prefer just never to get hurt like that again. So not that it would hurt any less, you know, if God forbid something did happen, but I don't know, it's just a wall that's just there and is going to be there, you know, forever. So it is what it is with that. But aside from all the sad stuff, I am just completely over the moon and excited, and I cannot wait for you all to go through this journey with me, and everybody else. I can't wait for the day that I can actually announce it. I also want to, before I go here, just ask that I do know a few people in my personal life who watch my YouTube videos. There's people that I don't know if they watch them, and you know, I just might not be knowledgeable of them watching my videos. But I do know the few people that I know watch them are already aware of the situation. So if you are somebody who was unaware and you know me personally, I do ask that you please just respect that this is not my big announcement, and you don't go posting anything on any of my social media, congratulating anything. I mean, if you know me personally and you would like to send me a personal message or a text message, or you see me and you'd like to congratulate me yourself on the down low, absolutely, I would 100% appreciate and respect that. I do ask that this is not publicized by anybody else but me when I plan to do so. I am so eager and so excited, and my parents and Ray's parents are more than excited to be grandparents. My mom already has one grandchild, and my sister is 26 weeks pregnant, my oldest sister, so we're gonna have a couple of cousins that are real close in age, which is awesome. We're so excited about that. But Ray's parents, this is gonna be their first grandchild, and his mother especially is just like, she can't wait to be a Mimi. She's so excited, and she's been adorable. Every paycheck she gets, she goes and buys a box of diapers to, you know, prepare, and it's just gonna be so good. And this has just been such a roller coaster over the past almost 2 years since miscarrying. And you know, like I said, no baby and no pregnancy can ever take the place of my first, and it will never heal what happened. But I can say that because we've wanted this for so long and it's finally happening, it's definitely been a huge weight off of our shoulders and has helped us to become so much more positive towards life in general. And it's such a blessing, and we're so excited. So make sure, if you guys want to follow this pregnancy journey all the way through and meet future baby Frederick, then make sure to subscribe. And again, thank you all so much for being on this journey with me thus far. It means so much to me, and I'm so excited to now have my pregnancy journey series that I've been wanting to do for so long. So again, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.